Welcome back to Direct Music Connection. Today we're just going to tell you how we do things around here, the basic overview of what we do. We're a group of multidisciplinary individuals. We're very enthusiastic about it because we have a strong music background and we want to get this venture off the ground. So, when we thought up the idea for this company, we saw a problem in the music industry where individuals, amateur artists, want to get their sound out, they want to get their songs out, they want to be heard. And it's really, really tough to get in touch with the record labels. And our purpose for this company is to connect these individuals to these record labels by means of with us getting partnerships with these labels and then using an interface for them to connect. So it'll be more straightforward rather than the whole loop thing around MySpace and sending their stuff. So we're going to do this by creating a website, and it will be very user-friendly. The user interface will be very simple to use. People will log on and register for their profiles. To create their profiles, they'll be able to upload music, and there's going to be a constructive feedback system. So when they post their music on there, many other people who are musicians as well will be able to give them good constructive feedback. So the people we're aiming for are amateur musicians. We don't really have a need for people who are already established because they have connections. So we're trying to reach out to people who have their own demos, their own music that they want to get out, and get in touch with the record labels. Also, we need to get in touch with the record labels themselves to make sure to guarantee to these artists that they have a way of getting in and having their music exposed to the producers. Our competitors right now are other music hosting websites such as MySpace and Pure Volume. But the reason we're better than them is that ours is really simple. Ours is very user-friendly. It's not cluttered or anything. MySpace is especially cluttered. Pure Volume, no one uses that anymore, so it doesn't gain the popularity that and exposure that musicians want to need. One of the main features that our site has above all the other competitors we may possibly have is our rating system. So you get to view other people's music. It's all randomized, so there's no way of abusing the system. And doing this, we use a special algorithm to have the people who are truly good to keep on rising to the top, and then the best people we will help them get in touch with record labels. So we start out our program, our website hosted on our own servers. We need to maintain these servers. It'll be very computer intensive. We have to have our own server, so when people upload their music, it'll be up there. We don't have to post it in somebody else's domain and have to wait for it to crash. So these are some of the technologies we'll be using within the website. I'll pass this
on. Alright, so I'm going to take over talking about the alliances. Basically, we're going to have to cooperate with the record labels. One of the huge aspects of our website is that we want our amateur artists to get signed by record labels. So obviously, we're going to need them to cooperate with us if we want more recognition here for our website to grow. This allows the new artists to get signed, get discovered. That's the whole point. The advertisement companies, these are who we're going to use to basically keep our website sustainable, prevent having to require some membership fee of some sort. So the advertisers are going to be like kind of non-intrusive to the site, but it's going to be there on the sides, and they're going to pay us to help fund our site to keep it going. Obviously, that's how we're going to make our money. But that's our way we're going to make our website sustainable. So, the necessity. All right. So our management team is a group of specialized and multifaceted individuals. Like as you said at the beginning, that's basically what we consider ourselves. Well, obviously, we're going to be adding on any extra people that we think we might need to get the job done. But the whole point is to have some type of musical background, so that way we feel like we'll connect with the listeners. Everybody comes to the website because obviously we have no idea what we're doing. or have something not very musical oriented correctly, then obviously our website won't be as appealing. And then having different development backgrounds and different things like that. So having various areas of expertise helps us make our website well-rounded and everything. So that's the whole goal. All right, so our financials, basically our startup costs are going to involve any server costs to hold the data, make sure that our site stays up, all the traffic and everything. So we start off with a lower cost server, but obviously it's going to grow. The more the site grows, the more the buttons without cost. So that's where the advertisers will help us pay for that. Any software licensing to use whatever various software we could buy. Anything to protect our site or whatever. So it can vary between any different kind of software. It's whatever we find necessary. And then any research and development. So whether we pay for any user surveys or if we feel like we need to go take a trip somewhere to learn something about the music industry, talk to other people in the music industry, all those funds will probably go into research and development along with hiring any actual new team members. So if we start growing, we're going to hire people to obviously do some research. Somebody's going to specialize in certain things. So that's why it all goes under research and development. And then obviously the advertisements that we actually ourselves have to put out there to get our website known. I mean, word of mouth is what we ideally would like to do, but any advertisements that we might have to pay for to help us grow if we're growing too slow, word of mouth is not working as well. All right, so to summarize up everything, for the most part, our website is an outlet for amateur artists to grow, to put out their music, to be discovered. The other websites, like we were saying, the ranking systems with them, they don't work as well because it's based on views, and views is very arbitrary. Anybody can come to a site, view an artist, doesn't even mean that they like the song, doesn't even mean anything about it. It's just they came there, they saw the song, they listened to it. It doesn't mean much. With a ranking system where you're actually putting up two people versus each other, and it's read to where it can't be manipulated. You can't just go in and keep voting for the same person. Like on the other one, you can go and view the same people. Obviously, when somebody comes to a website, they'll probably come look at the top artist over and over. So the people at the top are going to stay at the top. Our unbiased system helps it to where we can pull people from the bottom because anybody's going to get ranked. Everybody's going to go through. It's all random. That's one reason why ours is a better system. And then the record labels, that's the other part, is having the interaction with the record labels, allowing the artists to get to the record labels without having to go through all the hoops of sending in their music and everything by putting it as a big centralized location. It allows for both the artist and the record labels to have a lot easier of a time to find each other, and for the record labels to find talent because it's already been determined by the listeners on the site. So they're not going to be taking as much of a risk by signing some artists that they've heard a few songs from. They'll actually know there are a lot of people that follow them and already enjoy their music. All right, so some issues along the way. When we first start off, we're not going to have much recognition. So that's obviously a huge issue. That's why hopefully we'll spread by word of mouth. But without having reliability, without being there for a while, obviously people will be like, why shouldn't I stay with Pure Volume? Well, yes, though the whole view system is flawed. But again, until our site grows, we're not going to have much recognition. So along with that, the fact that competitors are large. They've been there for a long time. There are a lot of people already there. There's no reason for them to come to another site in their mind, but that's why we'll convince them otherwise. The record labels, if they don't cooperate with us, it would be a hit. Obviously, it's not going to completely kill our website because there's the chance that they could still use it later, but having the initial agreement with them would help out a lot. Any copyright issues of uploaded music, so if somebody uploads something that's already copyrighted, it's already been signed with the record label, then that could conflict. We could get sued, so obviously we're going to have some type of legal forms and saying that we're not responsible for certain things, obviously some way of preventing people from uploading music they shouldn't, and then a way to have it taken down. So that's just basically how we stay out of the copyright issues. Any unforeseen costs, such as if we grow really fast and we need to buy more servers or something like that, if we think of any certain cost and we may need something but it hits us so fast that we don't know how to deal with it, that could be a problem. But hopefully we would have the funds to be able to provide ourselves with whatever adaptations we may need to put to our website. But that basically wraps up everything. That's our idea. It's a solid idea. The ranking system, it's new, it's innovative, and it's better than Views. So honestly, if you want to have a good website, something that's gonna be fair, get amateur artists noticed, our way would be the way to go because it's a lot less partial to just views, and it allows artists any time where they're new or have been around for a long time. It allows to separate people out, but it allows the new artists to